You're watching The Ugly Inside. Subscribe below.
Welcome to our review show. Saints lost 2-0 to Man United at Old Trafford last night in the first Friday night fixture of the season. Clive joins me to give us his thoughts. Clive, you didn't come with us to Old Trafford. How did it look on the TV?
Saints played some decent football and looked really, some quality. What I wanted was better passing in midfield, and that was definitely the case. But it just wasn't any end product. It felt like, where are we going to score a goal? Yes, there were chances in the game, and probably the best was for Shane Long when Tadic put him in with that great pass in the first half, which he took a bit early. But it just felt like, where are the goals coming from? Where are the goals coming from? Having said that, you didn't feel particularly threatened by United until they got the goal themselves. It was very much one of those games where a lot of football's played in midfield and there's not a lot of goal chances.
Long scuffed his one-on-one chance really in the first half. Do you think Charlie Austin should have started up top? Is he our best finisher in the squad?
Difficult to say, because with Redmond on there and Long, it gives you a lot of movement and a lot of pace up front. Because you do sacrifice things. If you have got a player who's less mobile but better in the air, you do actually sacrifice movement for that. So, it wasn't far away from working. And given all the hype before the game, you'd have thought Man United were the champions of the world, to be honest, and we had no chance whatsoever. So I think Saints made a decent fist of it. They just didn't really have maybe the confidence and maybe the firepower up front. We threatened, but we never really had those finishing touches.
I felt we made a good account of ourselves. Talking of sort of Austin, perhaps a bigger physical presence in the box. There were many balls crossed into the box last night. I mean, there wasn't a tall target man to get onto the end of those balls. Do you think we're lacking that target man? Obviously, we're missing Graziano Pella now. Is Charlie Austin going to be our target man, or should there be someone else to come into the squad?
I've not seen enough of Charlie Austin in a Saints shirt, to be honest. And whenever I saw him for QPR, it was more as a striker role rather than holding the ball up. So, yeah, you're right. We are definitely missing Pele, big style, or a player similar to him. A lot of the play seemed to go over to Matt Targett, who took up some great positions out wide, got a few decent crosses in, but like you say, there was no one on the end of it. Even if Shane was near to it, there wasn't anybody near to him. So it felt like our threat was very minimal to their goal.
Now, whilst I was in the stand last night, people were giving dogs abuse to Matty Targett. I felt it was quite unfair. The new style is a very narrow formation. It's a 4-4-2 diamond. And really, the whole kind of system is that we're going to have width with our fullbacks. Do you think Matty Targett's got what it takes to be perhaps a first-teamer whilst Bertrand is out?
He can certainly do a job there. I think if you analyse his game last night, he got done twice outside. But for the rest of the game, he defended pretty stoutly, worked back, and he was a threat going forward. And I just thought there wasn't a lot of cover in front of him. And I thought any criticism of him was a bit unjust. And what I've really liked in the past, and, Ryan Bertrand, please come back as quickly as possible, is when Bertrand plays left back and Targett plays in front of him. And I think we got a really good balance to our left side of the field. Dusan, who probably was a bit more in front, he drifted in and out of that game. Was a bit confused as some of the positions he was taking up, and he gave possession away. He's a guy who can unlock defences. This is the difficult thing. You've got a player there who was top assists in the Premier League last season. Where's he at? What's he doing? Because last night it was higgledy-piggledy.
Well, I feel like we're missing width in the squad. Do you think the system works, or is it still a case of, we're only 2 games in, people are giving abuse to the staff, the managing staff, people are doubting his ability as a manager. Give him time, like we do with every manager. But do you personally think the system is working so far? Obviously, we were quite slow to get off the mark last season as well.
Not right now. I don't think it is. I think it's pass, no penetration. But there's positive signs there. And you wouldn't hang the manager out to dry right now. I mean, he's finding things out about his players in the heat of the situation. You never find that much out in friendlies. Friendlies are fitness exercises. And let's face it, playing against United at Old Trafford, all that crazy hype that they had, it was quite a daunting task for Saints, and they put a decent effort up. The biggest thing I keep saying is we must invest in and cover the players that we've lost. We've lost 3 first teamers. We've lost 3 automatic first teamers one of the guys, probably at the time, the best striker in the whole of the Premier Division. Pella, consistent performer. Yes, he was lazy, but he took the pressure off of us. Wanyama, my goodness, how many times did we get frustrated with him getting sent off? But he was a rock there. So that's 3 real bits of the jigsaw that you've taken out. Before the end of the month, we've got to strengthen. We really do need to strengthen. I think that's why fans are getting frustrated. And I think the players are getting frustrated when the moves break down. You can put 30 good passes together, but if it doesn't do anything, what's the bloody point?
10 days left until the transfer window shuts. You said there should be an arrival. Of all these positions, we've mentioned centre-back, strikers, but which one would you prioritise if you were the gaffer?
I think centre-forward. It has to be centre-forward. But I still think at centre-back, you're still dicing with death because you've got 2 quality players. And this is assuming Jose stays, because we desperately hope that he does. If Jose stays, you're still saying, OK, those 2 are going to be our players. But what happens if they get injured?
Sunderland next weekend then. Last time they came down to our place, it was a disappointing 1-1 draw. We had to be rescued by an equalising goal by Van Dijk in the 93rd minute. A third, perhaps half of the crowd didn't even see it because they left early. But what are we expecting next Saturday, bank holiday weekend? Hopefully a bit of sunshine. Are we expecting 8-0 in the sunshine or a 1-1 disappointing draw?
You're expecting sunshine on a bank holiday? Well, good luck, mate. I'm expecting a brighter performance. Boom, boom. We've got to lift it. We've got to lift the mood. Half the fans are saying, oh, it's not so bad. They're playing good football. Don't worry, everything will come right. And the other half, alarm bells ringing, and getting very worried about things. I must admit, I am worried. I'm not shouting doom and gloom, but I'm very aware that we need to strengthen.
Well, there you have it, guys. Let us know in the comments below what you make of the 2-0 defeat against United. What your expectations for Sunderland next weekend. If you've liked this video, don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more. And let us know if you want to see more of these review shows in the future.